Good morning, YouTube. It's about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Trying to get some coffee made. Sun was coming up over there a minute ago. Trying to burn the clouds off. A big tree just fell over there. I heard it crack and fall. I'll walk down here by the creek and show you something. Look at that view right there. The fog still on the mountains. I hope these clouds burn off. I'd like to have a nice dry trip out of here today. It sure is pretty. Alright, let's go see how that coffee's doing. I need it. Well, guys, I've enjoyed my time here at Junction Camp. I'm glad you decided this is where I was going. As you can see, for day 2, we have clouds. Sun was out for a little bit. Still very beautiful here. I do not want to get caught having to ride it out in the tent, get stuck here all day. So we tore camp down, everything cleaned up. Like, somebody was even nice enough to leave toilet paper. Now, I can tell you this much: from where we left the BHT and headed down to this camp, it was all downhill. From that point where we turned off to come here, if you stay on the BHT, is all uphill. So we're looking at 1.5 miles at least straight uphill till we get to a waterfall that you have to climb, which last year there was actually water on it. I don't expect we'll see any this year. It was 9.5 miles where we turned off here, and we don't get flat ground, complete flat ground, until I think between mile 11 and 12. So we got quite a climb this morning. I got plenty of water. I got all 3 of my water bottles filled up, and another 32-ounce Sawyer bottle filled, waiting to be filtered if I need it. Hopefully we can beat the rain out of here today and have another beautiful hike out. We'll see you guys at the next go around. Probably at the top of the hill. Alright, woo! We have climbed back out of Junction Camp. That's the way we came yesterday. Woo, what a climb. But we're not done. Now we have to go uphill some more. Yeehaw! Blue blazes. All right, let's go. It ain't gonna walk itself. Well, guys, we have reached the waterfall that we have to climb. Man, what a climb up that mountain. I got about, well, just right down here. I guess I'm finally getting phone signal. They just started going nuts. Facebook updates, emails, text messages. When I get top to the waterfall, I'm gonna check in on Facebook and let everybody know I'm still good to go. Whew. Sorry about the heavy breathing. Man, what a climb. So, let me show you what we're going up next. Right over here. Now, last time I was here, and I mentioned this before in the video, I think, but it had rained for like a week before I came down. There was actually water on this, running down it. And there is somewhat in places. There. And up above, but this is looking level, and that is what we got to climb all the way up there. I thought about doing one of those cool shots where I set the camera on a tripod, film myself going up there, but you know what? I don't want to climb back down to get my camera. So there it is. I'm gonna catch my breath and then we're heading up there. Halfway up. And we made it to the top from all the way down there. Now, I get to take a break, get some water. I think I'll sit here and listen to the waterfall for a minute or two. And then we're heading that way. Well guys, I decided while I had signal to see what all was on my phone, anything important. Oops, got scratched my neck, sorry. And there was one voicemail which I decided was probably important enough to check, so I did. And I am a homeowner. The owner has accepted my offer. And for the first time in my life, I'm going to own my own home. And I want to say, and I'm going to give a shout out, everybody knows who Prepared Mind 101 is pretty much. But he also has another channel that you don't see much. And I don't know if he's using it much anymore or not, but it's called Prepared Mind 201. It's all about the power of positive thinking, knowing things will happen because you already believe they will. Since I've listened to some of his advice, things have been going my way. I'm not just going to keep filming and breathing hard, so for that I want to say thank you to him. I'm going to send him a message when I get back. So let's keep going. I can't wait till I get good enough signal I can call him back. Yeehaw! Check it out, people. You're definitely in the mountains. Beautiful. Can you hear that? It is actually raining, but because of the trees, I feel a drop every once in a while. That's about it. All right, we made it to what they say is mile 12. My app has not agreed almost since the beginning. I think once we get to 13, we'll get to where the trail splits. We can go to another overlook, and then from that part of the trail on, it's what they call Hell's Half Mile, where you descend like 400 feet in half a mile, all downhill, which I don't mind. We'll see you. Guys, we just came from that way, and the trail heads off in that direction. This is where I stopped and took a break last time. I think this is actually a horse trail. If we'd have took the horse trail from Junction Camp, this is probably where we'd have came out. We got this nice bluff here that overlooks this valley. And even though it's raining, I'm going to take a break, have some crackers and cheese spread. Good. Well, we just passed right there, mile marker 13, and we are back in, if you can read that, the state park boundary. Only 2 miles from the end of the trail, unless we go to that vista, which is 0.6 miles in each direction. So 1.2, 3.2 miles to the Jeep. Not too bad. All right, let's keep going. Well, guys, I tried going that way and finding that overlook, but that's a horse trail, and I don't know if any of you have ever hiked a horse trail, especially when it's been raining, but this is what you get. It's just torn up, muddy mess. I couldn't find it, kept sinking in the mud. I decided it wasn't worth it. So we're taking a break, and then we're gonna head down Hell's Half Mile, do the last couple of miles back to the car. See you at the bottom of the hill. We are almost to the bottom of Hell's Half Mile, and we have came from way up there. But I wanted to share with you something I've learned from doing trails like this downhill. One thing you want to make sure you never do when you're stepping down is lock your knee, lock your leg. That's the quickest way to hyperextend your leg, fall and hurt yourself. So when you're taking a step down, always make sure you got your knees bent, or you're just asking for trouble. This is a hell of a decline in half a mile. Once we get to the bottom, we should be back around Lee's Creek. We'll take a break. Once we get to where we can get to Lee's Creek, we only have a mile left to go. I need a shower. We'll see you at the creek. Right up there is the last mile marker you'll see before you get back to the park, which means we only got a mile to go. So why not come down here, which I'm sure you can hear the creek. Take one last break, one more peaceful, relaxing time by the creek before this trip is over. I'm gonna take the pack off and just sit here and chill for a while. I walk out there and wash my boots off from all them horse trails. Alright. Oh, there's a snake. Don't like snakes. Alright, see ya. guys, we are almost to the end. It was a great trip. This is a strenuous trail. Don't let anybody tell you any different. I had a pretty rough time of it last time I did it. This time, not so bad. Well, in a little better shape, I guess. Better equipment. There's one of the cabins you can rent, which I was hoping to get to do, but I'm buying a house. I get to write a $500 earnest check as soon as I get back to town. And we are at the end of the trail. I want to thank you all for joining me if you stuck around to the end. But we are done. There's my Jeep. Right there. I'm gonna go get in it and get me a cheeseburger. See ya.